On February 22nd, at the Scout Museum of Salina, the museum hosted the annual Pinewood Derby. This is an event where every scout is given a chance to pit their homemade racer against the cars of their fellow scouts. Museum curator Monty Hole is here to tell us more.
Yesterday we had two big events. The first one in the morning we had a local pack out here for an actual Pinewood Derby. We have an actual working Pinewood Derby track out here that was donated, and the pack comes out every year and runs their big Pinewood Derby where they race the little cars down the track, and the Cub Scouts get together. They build their own cars with their parents, and then they bring them out here, and once a year they get to race them, and there's prizes for most unusual, best scout like, the fastest ones, so on and so forth as far as what the cars are.
Which one?
And some of the kids put some really big effort into considering the design of it and how they want it painted and how they want it shaped and that kind of stuff. And so it's not just I get a car out of the box and throw it on the track. There's a lot of thinking and stuff on some of these that make them really unique to each person and what they race. This was by far one of our biggest events we have out here as far as number wise, and a lot of the parents and grandparents come out to watch their kids and their grandkids race, and they really enjoy it, and the kids cheer each other on, and it's kind of a good kind of a camaraderie type thing, and brings the pack together, and kind of, even though there's winners and losers, all the kids have fun, and I think that's the big thing, is to get all the kids together to have a lot of fun. The attendance, I want to say, was probably about 75 or 80 total. Pretty good size for our museum. Like I said, it's a lot of museums aren't set up to be able to house big groups like that in the actual exhibit area. We have our exhibit area set up so where the Pinewood Derby track is, that's part of the exhibit area, and you come in and we slide some of the exhibits and move those out of the way. Some of our showcases get moved out so they can have their Pinewood Derby and bring chairs in and stuff, and they have a wonderful time. And when we're done with that, we put things back to make it look like a regular museum again. So it's kind of part of what the volunteer staff does behind the scenes that nobody gets to see, but it's a real important part of helping out the museum.
Monty also had more to say about the museum exhibits and the contribution of the museum's volunteers.
So to start out with, scouting started in Salina. Actually, Salina is home of one of the first Boy Scout troops here. Started in fall of 1909, and the actual Boy Scouts of America wasn't actually officially started until February of 1910, so we kind of predate that a little bit, and so we're one of the very first Boy Scout troops in America. The Museum of Scouting here, we're like 6,000 square feet of exhibits, study areas, workrooms, that type of thing out here. So we have a core group of volunteers that come out and catalog every week, and they also staff events and stuff. We're always looking for more volunteers that have a scouting background, Girl Scout background, Boy Scout background, any of that type of stuff, that be willing to come out and put in even just a couple hours, maybe a week or something, and help out, help stage groups, help set up and tear down exhibits. Even just a person that was particularly knowledgeable in, say, a northern tier adventure, been there a half a dozen times, knew how the canoes were set up, that type of stuff on one of the high adventure bases, could come maybe give us some ideals on, make sure our display was as accurate as possible. We kind of strive to keep things historically accurate and try to keep things that go together, are supposed to go together. And just to have local people that know that stuff, have used that type of stuff before, would be helpful. But any type of volunteer help is always welcome out here.
If you would like to volunteer or to tour the museum, contact Monty Hole for your opportunity. For Salina Media Connection, I'm Paul Kirkwood.